Alright guys, in this guide I'm going to be teaching you everything you need to know about the new ADC champion Twitch. So yeah, let's get started. So first we're going to start off with the passive, Deadly Venom. It's pretty self-explanatory, but attacks infect enemies with venom, dealing 5 true damage over 4 seconds and stacking up to 5 times. When an enemy champion has full stacks of Deadly Venom, Twitch gains 30% attack speed for 5 seconds. That's going to be really important, especially when it comes to your DPS and team fights. Monsters take 50% increased damage from Deadly Venom, so when you're hitting, like, you know, jungle and things like that. So to show, 1 auto attack, 2 auto attacks, 3 auto attacks, 4 auto attacks, 5 auto attacks, and you're going to be stacked. And as you can see, I have increased attack speed for 5 seconds. Okay, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and you do more damage with the more stacks you get, right? So it's pretty self-explanatory, Deadly Venom. So next up is the first ability, Ambush. Become camouflage and hasted by 10% for 11 seconds, increasing to 30% when nearby enemy champions that cannot see Twitch. After exiting camouflage, Twitch's attacks will apply an additional stack of Deadly Venom for 3 seconds. Twitch resets when a champion Ambush resets when a champion dies while infected by Deadly Venom. Camouflage, hide from champions by, you know, it's just camouflage. So basically, you know how your guys' auto attacks only applies 1 stack? Using camouflage will give you 2 stacks at a time. Do you see that? So in 3 auto attacks, instead of autoing 5 times, in 3 auto attacks, you'll have it completely, you'll have maxed out stats, okay? So look, boom, we're invisible, and then we start going at it. So now, if you kill someone, guys, if you kill someone, it will refresh your first ability, okay? Your camouflage, your first ability, Ambush, will refresh when you get a takedown, okay? So when you get a takedown, you know, this thing will refresh. So that's always really, really great. Well, when someone dies with while they're infected with this Deadly Venom, so that's great. Next up is Venom Cast. This is a very important ability, guys, because this is what you're going to be using to trade in lane 2, so it's important to understand how this works. Hurls a casket that applies stacks of Deadly Venom to enemies and slows them for 45%, right? For 3 seconds. Cast time decreases with Twitch's attack speed, which is great. Great thing to have. So this is what you're going to use to kind of slow down enemies and kind of get into their range. So you're going to throw it and you're going to go at them, right? And it also gives you a stack. Do you guys see that? Wait, actually, let's let it disappear really quick. When you throw it, it gives you 2, I think that's just 1, yeah. Yeah, it just gives you 1 stack, okay? And it slows down the enemy, okay? So the range is pretty good, which is good to note because you want to kind of use it from max range sometimes in the laning phase, right? And it slows, right? So it's pretty fantastic when it comes to that. So yeah, this is the range. Look at how far. Don't worry about the circle. Just you want to hit that edge, right? And that's really good to know. So yeah, really good ability for the laning phase. Next up here, Contamination. This is important. Deal 60% physical damage to all nearby enemies affected by Deadly Venom. Each stack deals 71 damage, okay? Enemies with maximum stacks will spread the damage to nearby targets and apply maximum stacks of Deadly Venom to them. Deals 411 physical damage at max stacks. Deals 150% increased damage to monsters. So to show you what this means is, okay, for example, when I get this maxed out right here, if I use my third ability, it will transfer it to the next enemy. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see how it transfers? So just keep that in mind. For example, if I use the E on a person that's alone, it's not going to transfer, right? And also, if I use it on this dummy right here, it didn't transfer, and you might be like, wait, why is that, Zio? Why didn't it transfer? Because you need to have it completely maxed out. Once it's fully stacked, then you can use the detonation to make it, you know, go on to the next person, right? That's how you can spread it. And it's basically just, it's an explosion, you know? You're getting that extra little damage off. You're kind of going to use this to finish enemies off, right? You don't want to just auto attack someone and use it really quick. Do not do that. Because let's say in a fight, you get all these autos off, right? You can use it and tag them all, right? So you want to be very smart with this ability. Now, lastly, one of the fun ones, Spray and Pray, baby. For 6 seconds, gain 250 attack range, and 55 bonus attack damage. Transformed attacks into piercing bolts that hit every enemy in a line. Subsequent targets take 10% less damage to a minimum of 60%. Massive, guys. So look at my range. Guys, look at the Twitch range, right? So it's like a little longer than Kaisa, I think. It's like almost Zeri's auto attack range, okay? And so when you use your ultimate, look how far it is. And look, it'll go through... Watch us go through these. Do you guys see how we're going through these auto attacks? Look at that. It's insane. Look at that. So, dude, that's absolutely sick. And so when you use this, guys, you're going to get bonus 80, and you're going to get a lot more attack range, right? And so this is really, really nice. And basically, you're going to want your ultimate up for every fight. So with that, guys, we're going to get into some combos. All right, guys, so Twitch is pretty easy to use, okay? But what you want to do when you're starting off a fight, you usually want to go in with your Q, right? Your first ability. The reason for that is the attack speed you get. So something simple that we can do is use your first ability and second ability. So I'm going to go invisible. I'm running up at them. I use my W, and then I fully stack it in 2 auto attacks, right? I use my W to get 1 stack, and then 2 auto attacks get me my full stacks. And then if you want to make it a little bit more complex, what you do is you do the same thing. You throw it in, get your 2 autos off, and then explode it. Just like that. So you can use Q, so use your first ability, your second ability, auto attack 2 times, and then use your third ability. Okay, let's do it one more time.
Can't even taste the air up here.
Boom, and then we explode it. Just like that. Just like that. And yeah, for team fights, guys, it's pretty standard. You could do a bunch of different things. Don't overthink it, guys. But literally what you could do in a big team fight, think about it. You need to get in a team fight. You use your first ability, and then you use your ultimate. So boom, you're going in. You use your ult, and you could just start off with your ultimate, okay? Which is a really good thing to do, okay? So, you know... It's very simple, guys. Please do keep it easy, you know? But you want to make sure you use your first ability before you do anything, right? Because that's where your DPS is at, as in this, because you get attack speed. Boom. And then I'm going to use my ult, and you could use it while you're invisible, and now you're just going to be doing an insane amount of damage, okay? And just remember, you know, you want to use your third ability to kind of delete them. But right here, boom. I'm just marking them up. You know, just mess around with it. Get comfortable with it. But just remember, in order to get the stacks the quickest, what you want to do is you use your first ability, grenade, auto, E, okay? It's that simple. So with that, guys, let's get into the build and runes that you want to use. All right, guys, we're now taking a look at the build and runes that you want to use. So with the items, you want to keep it standard. You're going to want to rock Storm Razor, i.e. Stasis. Rune-on's Hurricane is really important, guys, because you want to apply your Deadly Venom to as much people as you can so you could have more damage in the fight. So that's why Rune-on's Hurricane is very important instead of having, like, something else, you know? Like, Rapid Fire Cannon or Phantom Dance, things like that, because you want to apply as much Venom as you can. Next up, you're going to want Lord Doms and Guardian Angel because you always need some protection for ADC champs in the meta. For the runes, you're going to want to run Lethal Tempo, Hunter Vampirism, or Brutal. But if you want to be a hyper carry Twitch, then you're going to need Hunter Vampirism. Then you're going to want to rock Bone Plating and Nimbus Cloak because the movement speed is so OP, guys. It is really, really insane. And for the spells, you're going to want to run Exhaust and Flash, Barrier and Flash, or you could even run Ghost, guys. You could even run Ghost. But I recommend running a combat spell like Barrier or Exhaust. So with that, guys, that is the guide for Twitch. Go out there and have a bunch of fun with them.